continuing along with my Arkham Asylum criminal collection. Now we're actually going to look at Riddler. And really nice figure. It's an interesting figure, that's for sure. My first thought of the figure when I saw it, or actually when I first saw him in the cartoon, was that I think they were inspired by Marilyn Manson, because it has a very Marilyn Manson look to it. In the cartoon, Riddler was voiced by Robert Englund, so that was an interesting choice. I definitely will say they went off course completely with Riddler, and they did do something different. Whether I think it worked, I don't know. The Riddler wasn't bad, but I still like the original Riddler with the red hair and the hat and everything else. This Riddler was a little too different for me. I like the outfit. The outfit is interesting, and he's very lanky. And I don't know if they took their cue from the Riddler from Batman Forever with Jim Carrey. Very lanky though. Now this isn't the first Mr. Freeze. This isn't the first Riddler figure I picked up. I did pick up the initial Riddler figure as well. Let's see if I can find him here. But as you can see, there's nothing different about them. Same idea with Mr. Freeze. They didn't do anything different when they included this figure in the criminal capture or criminal collection, I should say. They didn't do anything different from him. The only thing they did was they didn't give him an accessory. The initial Riddler figure, which I didn't do a review of, and the only reason for it is the same thing I said for the Mr. Freeze review. I knew I was going to ultimately get this set opened up to do the Scarface and the Poison Ivy, so I figured there was no sense in doing the review of the single Riddler anyways. But the one thing that the other Riddler did have was that he did come with an accessory. This Riddler doesn't come with one, but the original Riddler did come with I guess a question mark blade, if you want to think of it that way. As you can see, very large. There is a switch on the side here that when you press it, it extends this energy blade, if you want to call it that. And you can fold it back up. Not really an accessory I miss. So I would say if you never picked up the initial carded Riddler figure, I wouldn't say there's any reason to go back and pick him up now. Yeah, it would have been nice if maybe he had come with a cane, although the way his hands are sculpted, as you can see, there's no way he would have been able to hold it. Would I pick up this figure? I would if you're a fan of the Batman cartoon, or in this case, if you had picked up the whole set, then he would have been included. If you weren't a fan of the way the Riddler looked, and you definitely weren't a fan of the Batman cartoon, I would probably say it's a figure you can pass on. But I definitely will give him points for coming up with something different. And Riddler is probably the best example of taking a figure or taking a character and doing something completely different. But there you have a toy spot. That was continuing along my Arkham Asylum exclusive criminal collection, and this was a spot on the Riddler. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.